Hey guys, Phoenix Labs gave us access to Experimental Realm, which has the new Frost escalations in it. I want to take you guys along and show you what's in the new Frost escalation. So the first thing I'd like to point out is that the Experimental Realm does start you at level 25 of escalation. So we are very much at the end game of the escalation. So we're going to feel very powerful compared to the escalation. So just keep that in mind as you guys encounter the Frost escalation yourself. I also want to mention that this video is going to be just about the Frost escalation. I'm going to make another video later on that includes all the other interesting things that we found in the Experimental Realm. So if you guys want to make sure that you subscribe to make sure that you catch that video, definitely make sure that you hit that button. So the first thing I'd like to go over is the Frost Escalation talent tree. And really the only thing that I want to call attention to in this escalation tree are these last four ones, which are aspects of the warrior, the defender, the scout, and the mender. These all tie into the avatars that you can pick at the very start of the escalation. We'll get into that later. But just know that at the very end of the talent tree, you're able to upgrade each of these avatars with these talent points, which makes the avatars even better. Before we get started, I'd also like to mention that this is, as you can see, the test realm. This is meant for experimentation. They're looking for fixing bugs, how challenging Frost Escalation feels, things like that. They're looking for feedback. This isn't meant to be a final version of what we're seeing. So things may change, things may not make it into live, you know, all that stuff. Just keep that in mind as we're going through these, that you may see bugs, you may see things that will be different once it gets to live. You may see things that may not make it to live. So I just like to make that PSA real quick before we dive right into it. But let's go ahead and get into it. So right when we load in, we see that we have 4 pillars in front of us, and each one of these represent an avatar. So we have Avatar of Control here, Avatar of Unity, Avatar of Subtlety, and Avatar of Destruction. So let's start off with the first one. Avatar Control, deal 30% increased stagger damage per hit, reduce frostbite for all slayers when a behemoth is staggered or interrupted. So let's actually talk about frostbite real quick. Frostbite is going to be an overarching theme for Frost Escalations. You're going to have a bar at the top of your screen that's going to be slowly filling up at all times unless you're doing something to not allow it to fill up. And once it is at full, you're going to be frostbitten, which means you will be frozen and unable to act or do anything. You're pretty much dead without being able to be revived, or even use your needles. The only way for you to get unfrostbitten is for your team to get you under 75% of that bar. So your entire team is able to affect your other teammates' frostbite bar. And so this is what this is doing. So Avatar of Unity, gain a chance to grant 7 shield to all slayers when dealing damage, slightly reduce frostbite on all slayers who gain these shields. Deal 50% increased wound damage per hit, reduce frostbite for all slayers when a behemoth part is wounded or broken, and gain 15% chance to critically strike, reduce frostbite for all slayers by a small percentage of critical damage done. So as you can see, each avatar is very specific in what it wants to aim to do, and you'll want to choose your avatar based off of the build that you've gone with or the weapon you are using. Now keep in mind though, that if someone chooses an avatar, that only that one person can have that avatar, and only each person gets to choose one. So if you have 4 people, each slayer is going to have to choose one of the avatars. So each of the avatars will be selected at the end. So just keep that in mind if you're trying to work with your group's energy, that like one of you is going to have to take the wound one. So someone's going to have to do wounding, at least for the duration of the escalation. I also like to mention that the avatar you select also decides some of the amps that you are able to get in your amp selection as you go throughout the escalation. I'm gonna go with Avatar of Control. I think it's going to be very good for us for solo, and I want to do this one. Okay, good. We get to fight the very first Frost Escalation variant behemoth, which is Frostemermane. He's actually known as Frostwolf and not a like Frostborn, whatever their variant name is. Oh, we missed the interrupt there. That's kind of bad for us. I don't quite know this guy's moveset. I've maybe fought him 2 or 3 times. I probably did like I'd say like 5 escalations on stream today. So really haven't played a lot of these new behemoths or new variant behemoths. So I'm probably not going to do great versus them. I hope I do at least okay though. We can stagger. Oh, no stagger. Really need the stagger for this frostbite bar. Would help us greatly. There we go. Nice. So as you can see, also the frostbite bar at the top, it's going to just slowly ever increase up. And keep in mind that we do have talent points that decreasing how quickly it builds up. So if you are just starting out in Frost Escalation, when it goes live, it's probably going to be faster than what it's looking like here. And it's going to be really, really hard. Definitely in solo, but groups is definitely a lot more easy. That is for sure, because you have everybody in there with avatars that is helping you out. And I think we just want force. I think we just want to kill behemoths as quickly as possible. I don't care too much about my HP. I can always just revive myself with a needle, or use a potion, or just keep myself alive somehow. But this frostbite status, if I get frostbitten, it's game over for me. And the only way to deal with that really is just to kill behemoths faster. I think I'll take anything that will allow me to do that. No frost variants on here, just a Quill Shot and a Zaga, good old classics. I'm going to try to put a little thing at the end of the video that has all the variants, if I can get them, to show you guys what the variants are going to be looking like and how their fight shape out. If I can manage to get them. Already a stagger on Quill Shot is fantastic for us though. Keeping our frostbite bar nice and low. Now we just have to deal with Zaga, which luckily actually has his weak spot on his head, which is fantastic news for us, because that's exactly where we want to be hitting anyways. Going to allow us to get a real nice stagger. Interrupt also helping with our frostbite status, and we're actually just doing fantastic with our frostbite right now. Couldn't be looking better. All right. Let's see what we get this time. Oh, this is one I have not seen before. Your avatar of control slows the actions of behemoth for a short time when staggering them. I'm very curious to see what that looks like. I don't know what this will actually do. My guess is probably going to be similar to like a frost proc status after staggering them. Let's find out. I've actually not seen this one or dealt with it. Also going to be paying attention to the boon that we get from Linnea right here. So destroying orange shield spheres to reduce frostbite. There's going to be little orange balls that we need to look out for and destroy if we are ever looking for a way to reduce our frostbite status. Which are going to be a little bit hard to locate when Shroud enrages. So, oof. Be a little bit awkward. I think Shroud should actually be a pretty good matchup for us though. Shroud actually has a pretty low stagger threshold, which is going to be good news for us, since that's what we're going to want to be doing versus him. If we can get a clap. Uh-oh. Oh, he does have a new amp that I would like to call out called Deadly. Deadly increases the attack power of the behemoth by 25%. So all of Shroud's attacks will be dealing 25% more damage versus us. Not super worried about Shroud, but someone like Reza, I would definitely be worried about. I heard him over here somewhere. Yeah, there he is. Oh, I did not want to do that. I guess that's fine. It'll help us get the orbs. I can't see. Okay. All right, I have to head to this fire. We're going to die otherwise. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're good. Woo. I was going to take a quick breather. All right. We really need to stagger versus Shroud here. Getting this ball would help. We are really worried about our frost proc now. Stagger would be fantastic. Okay, I'm going to have to put down a pylon. So this is actually a brand new consumable that is available to Slayers that decreases frostbite in an area to all that's in it. I believe it's by about 50% or something like that. It is pretty valuable consumable to have, especially in Frost Escalation. As you can tell, it is a very big deal to get rid of frostbite. Here's the stagger that we need. There we go. Oh man, we would have definitely died for sure without that pylon actually right there. There's just no way. There's no way we survived. Okay. On to round 4. Let's see what we get. Okay, so here's actually a situation I'd really like to call out. So something that is not so obvious just by playing this is that each of the amp pools is from each of the amps is from an amp pool that corresponds to your avatar. And if there's not enough amps in the amp pool, you'll end up in a situation like this where there's only 3 available amps to actually pick. So we only get 3 options, even though we have the talent that increases our selection up to 4. So it's kind of unfortunate when that happens because our selection is obviously less and we don't get a lot of options. Like there, we didn't really have any good options. Like I said, I really need to be killing behemoths fast and all we had were defensive options. So that really hurts our selection. Hopefully, I didn't see which behemoths we're up against, but hopefully we have some squishy behemoths that hopefully allow for some interrupts so that we can keep our frostbite status nice and low. I have a feeling though that we're most likely be losing both of these pylons in this fight. Okay, so here's another variant behemoth. We actually have Frost Nasher here. With a missed interrupt. Oh no. All right, already we're off to a bad start. We can sit in this little area though that Linnea is spawning and not gain frost proc or frostbitten status, I mean, which should be pretty helpful to us. Let's actually take out Pengar first. This guy's going to be a major pain for us, and I know Pengar's attacks, whereas Frost Nasher I am much less sure about. Saw stagger stars. There we go. Oh no, that was a part break. So we're still looking for the stagger. There we go. Oh no, I missed. That was not good news. There we go. Okay. Frostbite status looking pretty okay, all things considered. Frost Nasher is leaving us alone for the time being. Bombers are actually helping us. All good news. Okay. Now deal with Frost Nasher. Well, not right now. Yeah, we're going to try to sit in this little zone, prevent our frost status from going up as we're waiting. Okay. And once again, I don't know this guy's moves very well. I do know he likes to throw ice balls at you. I don't know what that move looks like though. And I'm most likely going to be taking a lot of damage during this fight. This is oh, he's even frost. Wait, is he frostcracked? That is super weird. Usually you shouldn't be able to frost proc frost behemoth. I don't know if he's technically a frost behemoth, but he should not be able to be frost procced. I don't know. I mean, listen, it allowed us through, so I'll take it, but that is definitely really strange. All right, here we go. Another upgrade to our avatar. Avatar control now also buffs you and all allies 15% increased damage and 2% lifesteal for 15 seconds after behemoth becomes staggered. This is definitely what we want. Extra damage I will always take in escalations. All right, so we got glowing zones to prevent frostbite status. That's very good. That will definitely help us. So we are now on our way to the very final boss of Frost Escalation, which is Perska, the Frost Escalation Keystone Behemoth. And once again, I don't know this guy's fight very well. I hope we'll do okay, but I do know he is an awesome behemoth. There he is. Come on down, brother. All right. Oh, no, I'm dead. Okay. Not quite dead. Not quite dead. Oh, dead. Okay. Yes, fight me in here. Here I am safe. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Oh, okay. Little ice spike. Okay. What are you doing? I don't like when you just roar at me. Okay. Goes up into a little pylon. Oh! Woo! Okay, we didn't get frozen. That's very good news for us. We're gonna drop in here. Drop a little bit of frostbite. Bring it a stagger. That'd be fantastic. Okay, fighting on top of him. That's totally okay by me. Means you can't attack me. Stagger? Oh my goodness. 6k stagger and he still didn't get staggered. Right, what are you doing? Okay. He's in Aether form now. That's generally not a good thing if you want to stay alive. Here's his mount. I don't want to mount him though. I don't have a very good mounting build. I think I'll do better just staying on the ground. There's our stagger that we needed. This should help us with damage quite a bit. Oh, we got a ton of damage in. So did he. Whew. Yeah, I want to drop into this one. What's this? Oh, this big move. Okay. Whew, we dodged it. That was an interrupt attack that I didn't have enough time to set up for. All right, he's only got a quarter HP left. Oh, missed. I just keep dashing around and keep him confused. He won't know where to hit. That's my plan so far. Seems to be going okay. Okay. Is this an intro? No, this is ice spike. Whew. There's the fight. Man, Also, by the way, one of the best death animations. Very, very cool fight. Very difficult though. That was very tense. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked the first look at Frost Escalation. I'm going to leave you with Skarn, the Frostcarn fight, so you guys can take a look at that and get used to that fight, as we didn't have that fight in this escalation. But I want you guys to check out that fight as well. If you guys like the content, definitely think about leaving a subscribe. It really helps me out. Really appreciate you guys always supporting me and giving me so much love. Thank you guys so much. If you guys have any questions about Frost Escalation, definitely make sure you leave a comment. I'll try to answer any question you guys have. Or if you guys want to drop into my stream, links are in the description. And I'm more than happy to answer any questions you guys will have. I'll be probably playing this all day tomorrow on Saturday, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific, if you guys want to join us for that. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys are excited for Frost Escalations, and I'll see you in there. And we're actually encountering our very first Frost variant behemoth right now, which is Frostcarn, which I think is probably the best looking Frost variant behemoth. I think he's so cool. And he's got some really cool moves too. I fought him a little bit already on stream today. I think I'll be okay versus him. But once again, like, I haven't fought these guys too much. I'd say I did a maximum of like 5 runs of escalations today. And I definitely did not encounter each of them each time. So we'll see how well I do. I'm hoping to just kind of keep them staggered in town so that I don't have to deal with any of their new attacks. So far, oh, okay. We got Enrage. All right, this is a bit of a spooky Enrage, because he likes to do a spin. Yep. Oh no, we didn't get an interrupt? Okay. That is not good news for our Frostbite. Oh, thank God. Okay.